Hello, welcome to Living with Liz 4. I'm Liz. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you for watching my channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of everything. We're going to be messing with my change bag, we're going to be doing a cash stuffing, and we're going to be stuffing our savings challenges too. But first, we always start off with our change bag. So anyone who's new to the channel or it's your first time watching, I always break a 20. I always break a 20, and that's all the change. It looks to be about $2 or $3. And I don't spend ones or fives. I never spend ones or fives. If you give me $15 back in fives, I'm saving all 3 of them. And that's it for that one. It's about 2/7 of the way full. And it looks like I don't have any fives today for our adventure fund. Just ones, and we don't count ones. We just put them in our $1 challenge. It's very unlikely to not have any fives. Alright, and I'm going to count the ones because I want to know how much I saved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11. That's all I'm counting. I'm not counting anymore. And this is our $1 challenge. We save our ones throughout the whole year. I didn't start this till late last year. And we're going to put the ones right here. So yeah, I don't actually know what I'll use these ones for. It'll probably go towards savings. But look, we have about 2 inches of ones. And that's going back in the bag. And as you can tell, if you've been here before, I still have not got on my Cricut and made a label for this. I've had it for like 3 years now. I like for it to be the way it's supposed to be. Alright, next. So we're all done with the change bag. I do have a little bit of news. If you've watched my channel before, then you're like, what happened to your adventure fund? Well, last week on Wednesday, I didn't go anywhere. I overslept, so I didn't go to CrossFit. But when I did get up and got going, my car would not start. I had no idea why. I was so worried. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going to be expensive and it's going to take forever to fix. What am I going to do? Well, my friend comes over and he's like, it's the battery. So he gives me a jump. Actually, he used this little machine. It was like that big and it gave me a jump. And then we went to AutoZone and I got a new battery. And last week I didn't have any money. I got paid yesterday. Normally I do my cash stuffing videos on Thursday, but yesterday I was really, really busy, and I didn't have time. I didn't even take the money out of my bank bag. I didn't even use it, but I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I had to get a new battery, and that cost $250 for a new battery. Obviously I did not have that. I did have it in savings challenges. I did. But I had to take everything out of our adventure fund, so we're starting over. But we don't have any fives, so we're not going to stuff that right now. And I've decided that my savings challenge binder, the white one, and the yearly one, I'm going to stuff those on the weeks that I don't get paid, so that I can do a video every single week. Because I want to record more often, and I really like focusing on my finances. I have a tendency to just like laser focus on one thing at a time, and I excel at that one thing and everything else sort of falls to the wayside. I can't really multitask a lot with large goals. So, and I want to focus on my YouTube channel this year. I would really like to hit 1,000 subscribers. Now we're going to go into my bank bag and we're going to count that money. This is a cash breakdown sheet. It just breaks down what denominations I'm going to get. And I should have $710 here. All right, so let's count this up. For hundreds, we should have 3 for 300. 1, 2, 3. For 20s, we should have 240. 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. 2, 20, 40. That's 240. And then 170 in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. $170. Which means that our cash breakdown is correct. So now I'll put this back in my bag. And I use permanent marker on this. It's laminated. It's really pretty. I love it. I got it off Etsy. And I use permanent marker so that I won't just wipe off. And then you can get rid of the permanent marker by using 91% alcohol. And I'll just use that and wipe it off and reuse this. I'll reuse this all year long, probably for the next couple of years. I have a tendency to find my favorite things and then I just keep them forever. Like this Adventure Fund box. This is now the 2nd year in a row that we're using this Adventure Fund box. My girls got it for me for Christmas last year and I used it all of last year. Two Christmases ago. Oh my goodness. Time's just getting away from me. 2 Christmases ago. 2. All right. Now we're going to start off with my mini binder. And I'm going to try to use this more. It's supposed to help keep everything down. All right. And where are we going to start? Okay, personal money. I already put my personal money in here. And that's 200. Now, personal money isn't just for me to blow. I mean, it kind of is. It's kind of like my blow money. But really, it's for anything that I don't have a category for. Like if I have to get the kids shoes, they're not inexpensive. You have to buy 3 kids at least 1 to 2 pairs of shoes every single time. It's going to cost some money. So that's what I have personal money for. Or like if I decide that I'm really low on my cleaning products and what I have allotted for household isn't enough, which I seem to find true. Like every 3 months, I need to spend $100 on cleaning supplies just so I have enough to continue going, even though I have household. Then, you know, I'll just do that. Or sometimes I get into a real kick with my cleaning supplies and I just buy a bunch. So for our mini binder, we stuffed $220. And that is in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82. 220. All right. How are we going to do this? Household gets $40. Gas, I'm going to put that down. Gas is getting $100. I was so busy yesterday, but I had to get gas. So I took it out of used my debit card, and then I subtracted it. So that I wouldn't take the money out a second time and I could stay on budget. So gas got $100. Groceries is supposed to get $400, but I spent $160 yesterday. So $160, $240. Yeah. So 1, 2. Okay, well, I have $220. So that's what I'm stuffing in here. $220. And y'all, I've been noticing that the grocery prices are coming down a little. That's always nice. Groceries is my most expensive item. I spend more on groceries in a month. And that's not including our fast food. Or, you know, whenever I use personal money to buy fast food or take us out. That doesn't even include fast food. I spend over $800 a month just on food. All right, back to our mini binder. Water's getting $60, 20, 40, 60. Date night gets $40. And I'm going to save this up because I want to take Annabelle out. She really wants to eat beignets. So I figured we could like do a movie and then go eat beignets for dessert. And Annabelle is my oldest. So when me and her go out on a date night, I have to pay the babysitter. So it takes a couple date nights. Pets is getting $40. And fast food is getting $40. And while I say that, I'm going to come back here to pets and I'm going to take $20 out. Because I went food shopping yesterday and I was looking at my notes and everything and I made a mistake and I didn't deduct $20 because that's what I spent yesterday. So that's, I would say it's going back to the bank, but I'm probably going to use it on something. All right, and then that leaves $40 for fast food, and then I have $200 in personal. And these little envelopes keep breaking on me. The little zippers keep coming off. See, there's two $100 bills in there. So I tried to go with a different one, like a different style without the zippers on it, and it wouldn't even hold the money. Like like this will hold this money right here. And this is how I like for my money to go. And I don't like to put it in half, but it wouldn't fit this way, not this way. Gas is full, groceries is full. Here comes water, get 60. So it's been a good 2 weeks. My check was bigger than expected. Which is always good. So that money is going towards debt and savings. Date night is getting $40. Nothing exciting has happened this past week except for my battery dying. And I was so thankful that it was only $250, which is still expensive. It is still expensive. And it was a blessing in disguise. I will tell you that. It definitely was, because I had an appointment the very next day to take it to the dealership to find out what was wrong with it, because about 5 months ago, that one's prettier. About 5 months ago, my AC unit just stopped working. My AC heat unit, just like all the buttons turned off, and I couldn't figure out why, and it just wouldn't work. But there had been no signs or symptoms or anything of anything going wrong before that. Not really. So it just stopped working. I couldn't use the middle console because the buttons wouldn't even work. And then whenever I looked at my climate on my speedometer area, like where it gives you more information, it said that the cooling system could not connect with the computer. And I'm like, oh, I don't understand that, but okay. And then when I replaced the battery, it all came back on. Like, it just started working again. And I'm like, this is really weird. Really, really weird. But I was so thankful, because just to take it to the dealership was $155. And they were just going to tell me that I needed a new battery, which then cost $245. So I saved myself $155. All right, now our binder, or our daily binder, is all full. Ooh, it's starting to get some wear on it. I've had this for a little over a year. Look at that. Seeing right here. But I really like it. I have a holographic one that I gave my daughter's grandmother so that she could start saving and stuff. But, I mean, I love, and I say this every video, but it's true, I love when my mini binder is full of money. I just do, because then I don't have to worry about anything. Groceries, I got it. Gas, I got it. Household, I got it. Whatever it is right here, and it's accounted for. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shake you. All right, now comes my favorite part. With all these fives, we are going to stuff every single one of our binders with $5. And I did my budget on a spreadsheet that I got off of Etsy. And all of these should be empty. But every single one gets $5. So I'm not going to count it because it's $5. But when I did my budget, it let me do my monthly and bi-weekly budget, and then it also let me do my yearly budget. And I'm right on course to being able to put $10 in each one of my binder or each one of my envelopes for all 5 binders that are here, and then the other 2 are my savings challenge binders. Gifts is getting $5. And then I'm hoping that with doing Comic-Cons this year, I'm only doing 2 craft shows just because I make my money with my cups doing Comic-Cons. So I'm going to do those, but my goal, instead of doing a bunch of little ones, my goal is to do bigger events. Yeah, it's to do bigger events. And this is, I'll pull this out. So this is my cruise money, and it's supposed to be saving $500, and each one equals 10, but we just put $5 in, so we're not gonna color in one of these, but the next time we do, we will. So once a month or a little bit more, because with my Comic-Con money, oh, Universal. I love Universal. We love Universal. I'm so glad that Universal's getting some money. Now, these also have trackers. I don't know if I'm actually going to use the trackers or not, but I got them and they're really cute. They just are. I saw someone go like this once. Look at that. It's laying down now. Now, we are also, and I got this binder from Enchanted Daisy. Savings binder, shirts, and more. And there's all of her information. You can see that. And I got these trackers and printed them off and laminated them. But I don't really know what our goal is for them yet, just because I don't know how much things are going to be. So, but we're still saving. We're just going to save. Travel. But look at this. She did amazing work. I love these. I love this binder so much. I really do. Hotel. Now our family, you know, some families like to go to concerts, national parks, hiking, biking, watching TV, playing video games as a family unit. We like to go to amusement parks. We do. And Universal is our favorite. But I say Universal is our favorite because I've been able to afford to get the season passes a couple times. And then have a babysitter watch 1 or 2 of my girls while I take the other 1 or 2 to Universal. And it's just us time. There's no rushing. There's no work. There's no talk about work. And I really get to focus in on my baby, or one of my babies at a time. And I don't get to do that very often because it's just me and them. And in case you haven't been on my show before or my channel before, I have 3 daughters. Annabelle is 15, Grace is 9, and Genevieve, my youngest, is 5. And I just turned 36. So, and I was never really, I don't want to say I was bad with money, but I never had enough money until I got the job that I have now. And now I make enough money to really support us. I'm on no, and then look right here on where they go to Universal. And then I have these savings trackers or budget trackers, but I don't use them. I don't really see the point in them. Oh, come on out. See, and then these, see, this was just an extra one. They're Harry Potter themed for the whole thing because we are Potterheads for sure. Alright, and this is definitely my prettiest binder that I have. And then we have Disney. I got Disney from somebody else. But look at that. I love it. And I think this one came with the trackers. There we go. Look at that. So we have travel, dining, shopping, hotel, drinks, tickets, and miscellaneous or miscellaneous. And while I know Dave Ramsey says that you should pay off all your debt before you start saving, but I like to pay off debt and I like to save. Why? Because you never know when something's going to happen. And the first thing he says after is to get an emergency fund. Well, my binders are my emergency fund. I just have it spread out because I don't like to just stuff one. I would hate to take $170 and be like, oh, look, $170 is going into house fund and that's it. No, it's more fun to save for each one. So then just get a whole bunch of fives. And we will do a cash condensing, which is turning the little bills, the $5 bills, $10 bills, into bigger bills, like 20s or 100s. And then once I hit 100, I actually have fake bills. Like what I'm using now is real money. But I also have fake 100, and then I have $1,000 place markers. Just because I don't want to keep a lot of money in these. I don't take them out. They stay in a safe place. And there's not really that much money in them, at least not right now. I know some cash budgeters, because I watch a lot of videos, some cash budgeters have like tens of thousands of dollars just sitting at home, and that would make me so nervous. So whenever one of them hit $100, I'll take the $100 bill out and it'll go into my savings account at the bank. Alright, and this is my holiday binder. These are for events that happen throughout the year that I need money for. And like I said, I have 3 daughters, so to do candy bags for what used to be all 3 girls, very expensive. Very, very expensive when each one of their classes has 30 children in it. And I like to give money Valentine's, Easter, 4th of July. I want to be able to do something. State Fair. This is something that we like to do. And I did it not last year, but the year before. And I spent $300 in like 2 hours. And then we had to leave. And the girls were like, it was so much fun, but we want to stay longer and we want to do more. So I'm going to need some money for State Fair, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. And then we don't have Christmas in here just because I have the Adventure Fund box. And then look here, I have some in here. I'll show you real quick. See, $100 markers. And I put stickers on them because they look real. And I mean, I don't really mind that they look real. I mean, that's why I got them. Otherwise, I could have got some ones that didn't look anything like that. Alright, we did Valentine's Day. I'm getting off track here. I'm sorry. Easter. See, I have trackers in these two, and I didn't use them. I had them in there last year. 4th of July. 4th of July, I generally don't get off on holidays, but I still want to do something with my kids. State Fair is getting its first $5. Halloween is getting $5. And Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is more like Thanksgiving dinner. This past year I spent $170 on Thanksgiving dinner alone. It was very expensive. But, I mean, we're not going to miss Thanksgiving. I might not be able to have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day. We're not going to miss it. All right, and then we come down to my last binder. All right. Now rent is getting $5. This is not to pay my rent. This is to get 1 month ahead on my rent, just like we tried to do last year. Last year I had a lot going on. I had surgery. I had a tummy tuck. And I paid cash for that. I took 5 weeks off of work. I also took another 2 weeks off of work. 1 week in September to go on a cruise with my oldest daughter who turned 15. And then one when I took a week off when I went down to Florida in October. Now we were doing okay until we got to October. I was not expecting everything to be as expensive as it was, but it was. So, and then after that, I ended up using all of my sinking funds or all of my cash funds for stuff. Hot jam. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, I don't know how that happened. And I know where this 20 is going now. All right, Annabelle gets $5. Grace, somebody gave her $1. So now she has $6. And Genevieve has $5. And I don't have any more 5s. I don't know what happened. I miscounted, I guess. But Mommy Makeover. And you could be like, why did you bring that back? And why does it say Mother's Day Savings Challenge on it? And I have lost some weight in the last 4 years. I've lost about 130 pounds. Which is why I got a tummy tuck, because my stomach was horrible. Well, I'm going to have a second round, I've decided. Yep. And this time I'm going to do a breast lift, an arm lift, like an extended arm lift, because I have a lot of extra just loose skin, which I can't stand. And I'm going to do a BBL because I've never had a butt, and I really want to have a butt. Like, I have no butt. I really don't. It's all legs. And we're going to put our first $20 into our Mommy Makeover. That is a good place for it to go. So we are, for this year, we're trying to pay off all of my credit cards. Comes out to about $5,000. And they should be paid off by March. And then we're trying to save $10,000 for a down payment for a house. And we're trying to save $10,000 so I can have my second round of surgery. And it'll be 100% paid off. I'm not going to finance that. I pay cash for the whole trip. I have to cover a sitter. I got to take airplane, taxi rides. It's a big to-do. But I don't want to save that money. Or I don't need to save all that money until January of 2025. Just because that's when I'm going to have surgery. I was going to have it in March. But I really want to pay off my credit cards first. And I can't do both. I can't pay off my credit cards and have surgery in 3 months. 2 months. So that's all that's going on. And we are going to stuff my savings challenge binders next Thursday. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, leave me a little message. How is your day going? What are you planning on doing today? Today's Saturday. I have work. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to work. And I have pre-shift, which means I have to be at work 30 minutes early for a meeting. So yeah, I'm asleep. And I'm going to spend time with my kids. That's about it. But what are you doing? Tell me. I want to know. I miss y'all. I can't wait to talk to some of y'all. And I will see y'all next week. Bye.